other bar owner, right?
Yeah. What? We're live.
Hello.
Hello. We're just having talk about Waterdeep. You can go check it out on YouTube or most of it.
Reminiscing Dragon Heist.
Indeed.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello.
And you know what you can do? You can check it out at these links.
Link, the link button. There it is.
We're professionals.
We are short, one shorty.
Yeah, it's true.
Today. But we must press on. She's on a luxury cruise in my head.
Luxury cruise.
In my head.
I told her she doesn't have vacation time.
Yeah. I mean, if she has vacation time, it's half vacation time, right? Anyway, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Ed, what happened last time?
Oh man! Oh, I'm the official.
Ed wasn't even there.
Now.
I know. I'm just
something about a meeting with a bunch of people, and I can read her notes.
We went to the council meeting. I don't know what happened though.
All right, it says at breakfast they decide on a few topics to bring up during the meeting before heading over to the council hall. Nerth starts off by saying that he has contacts that will give them all the fuel they need, all the fuel that they want from traders in Luskan, but they want the monopoly on the market. But this doesn't happen. Duvessa Shane tells the group that she feels that the remaining 10 towns should join them in having druids of Ariel take part in monthly sacrifices. But that is quickly turned down. They bring up the intelligent-speaking animals that they have all seen. She then tells them that a goblin messenger from Karkolok, I think I pronounced that right, on the behest of Chief Yarbnock, wants to enter into the peace talks. They nominate the adventurers to go, and they agree. Then the talks with the Arcane Brotherhood are brought up, and Daneth says that he burned the Red Wizard of the Arcane Brotherhood. The remainder of the cities seem mum on the issue, and then they sit down for dinner. And that's all the notes that we have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there was a lot more talking, and you guys got shanghaied into more things.
It's true, we did.
Other than the goblin messenger thing. You got appointed emissaries to the goblins. You got appointed emissaries to the Duergar. And you got appointed emissaries to the Arcane Brotherhood. Should you manage to locate them?
She has some footnotes here.
All right. Yeah.
But that's basically what it says. Goblin peace deal, emissary, go talk with Duergar, investigate Arcane Brotherhood.
And just maybe to make it a bit clearer, we can have a look at the map.
Yes,
maybe
the map.
So currently, of course, we are here in Bryn Shand, right? And as far as you guys know, Karkolok, and to be honest, Ed, I don't think the goblins even know how to pronounce it, is somewhere south of this fork here on the mountainside. I don't know if you can see my ping.
Oh, way down there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was zoomed in a little too far.
Yep. Okay, so that's Karkolok, and
Screen up.
they managed. Now let's see here. The speaker of East Haven, what's his face? Daneth. He had managed to, or not he personally, they managed to attack the East Haven ferry and get hold of a Duergar who has managed to pinpoint where this Sunblight place is supposedly at, which is here.
Okay.
So that's the Duergar. As far as the Arcane Brotherhood is concerned, we are unsure currently what is going on with that.
You changed map zone?
Yes. I've updated it.
You like shrink the.
Some of them, and I made it more. I made it hexy.
Oh, okay.
1 mile hexes. So that we can use the survival rules when you get into the wilds.
Okay.
Better.
Okay.
And it's also a higher resolution, so you can zoom in and it's all goodness.
I was gonna say it looks a lot better.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I think maybe they are smaller. Yeah. The text.
Yeah. I thought so because things were like very big before, and they were like sitting on top of each other almost. You couldn't like do the stuff in between. It didn't.
Yeah. Also, I think now you have, if you look up in the top left corner, it now says Icewind Dale there, and there's a compass rose.
Nice.
Which I don't think was there before.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway. So, the meeting ended with Deneth bringing up the Durgar problem, and you got assigned to be emissaries to them, right? And then you asked, okay, well, this is 3 things we need to do. In which order should we do them? And everybody disagreed. So Deneth wanted you to deal with the Durgar first. Devessa wants you to deal with the Goblin thing first, and some others wants you to deal with the Arcane Brotherhood first. So you have to prioritize yourselves, basically. But as people start to leave, you know, these speaker type people, Devessa stays behind for your benefit. And oh man, there's so many. This is the best. And Deneth from East Haven, he pokes his head in and says, I know you have a meeting here with Devessa, but after you're done, I'll be waiting outside. So apparently he also wants to have a meeting with you in private. So the others clear out, and Devessa, she remains seated at the sort of head of the table there, and she says, "Well, that went about as well as one could expect." So, a couple of clarifying points. I know first of all that the whole business with the Arcane Brotherhood must be perplexing for you, because you haven't really been in Icewind Dale the last 10 years or so. But we have a bit of a history with this group. In my very earliest days as speaker, some 5-6 years ago or so, there was unrest in Icewind Dale, much like now, in some ways. And it all started, from my perspective anyway, it all started when a merchant came from Luskend called Valish Gant. He later turned out to be a wizard of the Arcane Brotherhood, in league with ships from Luskend. So he brought all sorts of... and in case you don't know, in Luskend, a gang is called a ship. So gangs from Luskend, right? And I was... he was a political animal, Baelish Gant. And I got... we had my first re-election campaign, and I got ousted by him and thrown in jail. And he took over as speaker of Bryn Shander. And I sat in the cell for a good long while. and it was only by the grace of some brave adventurers that I managed to escape. And in the meantime, I've heard rumors that all sorts of nefarious things happened all around the 10 towns, and it had something to do with Chardalin, if I understood it correctly. Anyway, Valish was defeated in the end and sent to Revel's End. And since we have the map up, we can... She sort of points out that Revel's End is up here somewhere. In fact, let me see if I can't give you a little thing for Revel's End as well. There we go. So it could be... so the thing... the stories of the Arcane Brotherhood being here again and being active are very worrying to me. So what do they want this time? And I can only advise you to be extremely wary in your dealings with them. They are not to be trifled with. They're very powerful wizards. And often they are also extremely greedy and, you know, have political ambitions and things like that. That's my experience of them anyway. But if you want to... I don't know where they are. Although it seemed like that Durham feller, who, by the way, does he seem trustworthy to you?
Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, so... Well, he struck me as a very odd feller. And man, he drinks a lot.
Sure.
Odd is the word for it.
Those are two true statements.
Okay. Just, you know, we got the same sort of vibe from him then. It seemed like you maybe know him from before, but I've never met the man before. Anyway, right? He seemed to imply that one of them was in Bremen. But I don't know where the others are. So, if you want to know more, maybe seeking out Valish Gant in Revel's End could be an idea, right? That's what I can say about that. Of course, if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer.
I do not.
Fair enough. The second thing is this goblin business. It might seem very, you know, it's goblins, you know? But I want to stress the importance of this, actually. It seems like we are surrounded by enemies here, right? We have the Durgar, we have the Arcane Brotherhood, we have intelligent speaking animals, we have the endless winter night. So, if it's true, like this message said, that the goblins are willing to become allies of us, then that would be a major boon to the 10 towns. Wouldn't you agree? You know, an ally in these dark times, that would not go amiss, I would say. I mean, they're goblins, right?
Right.
Yes.
But who knows? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that sort of concludes what I wanted to tell you, she says. I'm pleased to finally meet you. May Aurel's blessing be upon you. And she nods and steps out.
Creepy thing.
She does, yeah. You guys have a few seconds here if you want to talk about something, but Daneth is, you can hear him sort of getting up from some sort of chair outside and getting ready to come in.
Well, I guess we should just get this all over with.
We have, seems like we got a lot. Guy sucks.
So Daneth pokes his nose in and says, you're free. This will only take a minute. I just wanted to tell you a bit more about the Duragar. They were indeed in the East Haven ferry, just like you said. And if you recall, he shared some notes that they found in the ferry.
Right. What did those say again?
Well, if you give me a minute, I might be able to find them again.
Hey, you brought it up.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't remember until you said something.
I know. I should keep my gob shut, shouldn't I?
You don't want me to remember?
Oh, okay. So I think you have all of these now. So I don't know which ones it is that he gave you. So I'm just gonna show all of them to you. There's 6 in total. Weird yellow. Because when I made them, I didn't know how Roll20 worked. So there you go. So that's what you have.
That's right. I talked about the black.
Yes. That's probably what strikes you as the most intriguing.
He will not.
Who is this? Levistus.
Yeah. And the sage.
Yeah, who's the sage?
And I will not be telling anyone. Unless he's dead. Did he die? Did they kill the sage?
Yeah, that's what is implied.
Is the sage the druid that took me back? That made me a person? The Black Swords, he was against them.
He was.
Hey
There's
man, I don't like this.
Backstory. It's interesting.
Okay, I understand this now. I didn't understand it last time.
So we got a hold of that. We also got a hold of one of them. No, we didn't. We almost had a man called Dearth Sunblight, who was their leader. Right. But when he escaped, he left behind a map as well. And it seems to show the 10 towns along with a hitherto unknown fortress in the span of the world. And that is what he pointed out in the meeting as down here. So some 20 miles southwest of East Haven. And I mean, it sounds crazy, right? You guys said that one of the Duragar said to you that they were building a Charterlin dragon. It sounds completely nuts, right? But if there's a fort of Duragar, that's serious enough, okay? They belong in the Underdark. They are notorious. We've heard so many stories, you know, not the least from the dwarves in Kelvin's Cairn, about how they are like their darker spirited kin and things like that, and we certainly don't want them around here. It's deeply worrying. They have no known overland fortresses that I've ever heard of, and I've looked through, all the archives in East Haven and things like that, and there's no mention of Duergar in them until this East Haven ferry business. So I would just like to strongly implore you to investigate this.
Right. I thought we were doing that anyway.
Right, but it's one thing, You guys are free to do what you want, of course. Nobody's forcing your hand or anything. But this has me very worried. That's all I'm gonna say about that. All right. Any questions? He says. All right.
I don't think so.
This Arcane Brotherhood stuff. He says. We burnt one of them. How many can there be? Honestly, that doesn't sound that important to me. And goblins. What the hell? No, go for the big fish. That's what I say. Duergar. Anyway.
Okay.
Thank you very much, he says, and
Bye,
he sort of walks out. You can follow him along if you want to. Corgi's eaten all the cookies, so there's no reason really to stay in the council hall.
Is that it for our meetings today?
That is. Your schedule is now clear. And you find yourselves outside of the council hall. And it's been like a couple of hours, so it's around about lunchtime now. What do you do?
So, okay. So as we're gonna walk and talk to wherever we're walking to.
Yep.
Okay. So just looking at what we got here, because all of these have to do with us going to get rid of Duergar. Do we think that's the most pressing issue? Because I don't know. I don't really care about Dane. What he thinks.
I don't know.
Not really a great dude. Right? I think he's the dude from East Haven.
I don't know.
He is the speaker of East Haven, yeah.
Then he's not good. He's one of the sacrificey people.
He is.
We could try and find this Gant character, or look into him or whatever. And then what did she say, that there was someone with the Brotherhood in Bremen?
So Durham said that, and he told you this actually last night as well at the whatchamacallit, here we go, Kelvin's Comfort. He told you last night as well, actually, that because you've asked about Nas Lantomir, and he said that she was in Bremen. And Nas Lantomir, if you can't remember, is so you guys ran into Velin Harpel in East Haven. And she is one of the Arcane Brotherhood. And she said that she was looking for two things that she asked for your help in finding. The first one was these Chamawingas. And the second one was she was supposed to meet up with a new apprentice, she said, called Nas Lantomir.
Yeah. Right. And if we heard of that found that person, tell her. And we have a sending stone. We have a sending stone.
Yep.
Right.
She's got it.
Yep. She has. Yes, I have it. Alexica.
Okay. So, black swords are an extension of the Vista. Trying to like, I read them, but trying to.
Yeah.
So, did I see Zardarok in 2? No, it's in 2. Yeah.
Well, anyway, what I was getting at is that Bremen is a lot closer than the Duragar.
Bremen is. Do you want the overland map for planning purposes?
That's true.
Yes, Bremen is of course near.
Yeah, Bremen would be a shorter trip than
Day or so.
than the other ones.
But less.
Because the goblin thing would be a trip to Karkalok, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Karkalok is like that's a walk.
Yep. So is Rebel's End. And really, so is Sunblight as well. You also, as you end up sitting at this tavern, having lunch, and you root around in your pack, Gareth, and you suddenly find a package that man, you remember. You're supposed to deliver that to some guy in a cabin up here. I'll focus ping that instead. That's what that circle means.
Oh, the circle up past the cairn up here.
Yep.
Right.
Here.
Yep.
What else do we have? Well, out this way, you've heard rumors that there's a strange tower, possibly made out of chartolin. And over this way. Sorry, I'm pinging you around all around the map here. You've heard rumors that the giants have a meeting place. That's about it, I think. Just sort of reiterating what the circles mean here.
Well,
right.
We could go to the giants' meeting place. Tell them that the ice giant's dead. They need a new ice king. Eventually, someday. Not present.
It's fascinating when you think about it. You had some sort of giant's burial site, if you recall, in the Cauldron Caverns over by East Haven. And then there was another giant frozen in ice here not too long about.
The igloo, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that's happened a couple times.
Yeah.
That other giant came out and killed me. or not me. A past me.
Yeah.
Previous me.
A previous me. Poor Viskin.
Yeah. Indeed.
All right. Well,
Well, I'm all ears. Where do you feel like going?
home. I don't know where home is,
Good.
so
We could go to Bremen and try to find Latimer, or any kind of information on Gant. And, we could deliver this package I forgot I had.
I think Alexica wants to deliver the package at some point because she wants to go to Lonelywood, because she really hit it off with the speaker from Lonelywood, if you recall.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we could. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it won't take you long. If you go to Bremen, it's basically a couple of hours with the X-Beaks.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the let's say you spend the night there, and then it's about a day to get up to Lonelywood, and then you can follow the river and hopefully find this cabin.
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
Well, said and done. You pack up your things, and let me just remind myself. Exit out of Bryn Shander. You have to go through the south gate to get out, even though you're going sort of west. But the road sort of wraps around the hill here, and takes you towards Targos. But you pack up your stuff, you go down to the south gate, and who do you meet? If not Durham and Nerth and all their men. They're also heading home. So you end up with quite the big party here, going to Targos. And it's no problem getting there. Durham chews your ear off all the way. And it takes you sort of an hour to get there. He's gonna stay in Targos with Nerth, so you continue the rest of the way along the south of the Mare Dweldon, and then you come to a place where normally you would have to get a ferry across here.
Frozen?
But it's frozen. So you can just ride on across. And you find yourselves in Bremen. Not 2 hours later, really. This is unexpected, by the way. Let me just bring up Bremen here.
Bremen?
Okay.
Yeah, the Shengarn. Is that how you say it? Shengarn River?
Maybe?
You ride across it, and you sort of come up onto the shore over here by the by the frozen in place boats. And Bremen seems to be a small town, as far as you can see from a distance anyway. The harbor is frozen, and you see, though, that it's the waters are clear further out, and you do see a fair amount of boats out there doing their best to fish. And as you turn around from the docks here, where you stand on with your axe peaks, you can actually see it's a clear day, and it's the height of the sun's meager, visitation. You can actually, in the distance, you can see Targos and Tourmaline, and even Lonelywood up north. And yeah, there's people around, and not too many houses. They have a slight dwarven feel about them in Bremen, the houses, that is. They're mostly out of stone. They're a little bit sturdier maybe than you're used to. And yeah, you soon find one of the only taverns. See here. There we go. Oh no, I made it disappear. It's a layering issue. Send back. There we go. That's half right anyway. There we go. That doesn't point at anything, that arrow.
Oh, it points at the circle in between the buildings.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The area.
I remember it now. There we go. You find this is so silly. Okay, so you walk up the street and you find 5 taverns. So all of these houses here, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, they're all taverns. It's ridiculous, right?
Sense.
So they stand in a semicircle around the central yard. And you sort of look baffled at this, and one of the passers-by says, originally, as far as I've heard, there were 5 brothers who intended to build a tavern together, but they had a falling out because each of them assumed that that he would be the one to run the business, and since neither of the brothers would work for the others, they just started one each, and they all compete for the customers there. Anyway, she says they're called the Stones, Even Keel, River's Mouth, and the Grumpy Moose, and finally the Black-Bearded Brother. Cheap drinks all round. And she walks off. And as you look at the taverns, they look kind of old and poorly maintained. I guess it doesn't pay off to have that steep competition in a small town like this.
Probably not. So
yeah.
Now I'm trying to see if I remember this correctly. Was Durham installed as speaker here, or was he still just speaking for the speaker here?
He was speaking for the speaker.
Okay.
Yeah. And you caught the actual speaker's name as well, so give us a second here.
Yeah, it was Shalescar. Dorbalgrug Shalescar.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And according to Durham, he's old and addled.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the reason he managed to become the mouth of the speaker, as it were. So yeah, you stand. This appears to be the town center, although there is a frozen well over here, and some small shops as well. You see in between these 2 taverns here, this building here. It appears to be a bit bigger and more pompous than the others, and If you ask somebody, you soon find out that it's the town hall. What do you do?
Well, what are we doing? We're looking for information? Where are we going to get more information? The town hall or the taverns?
Probably the town hall.
All right. Do you head over that way?
Sure.
All right. Well, the town hall is. There's a couple of clerks in there. It's a big building, and it seems quite empty, to be honest. And there's a couple of clerks in there. Yes, how can we help you? One of them says. Come in.
Oh, High Hopes is rated. Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Hopes. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome,
Welcome
everybody.
indeed.
Well,
Yes, how can we help you? Zamor, was it?
Yeah, that's me. We are looking for information. What's it again?
We're looking for any information on an individual named Nas Lanaber. He was supposed to be possibly seen here or around here.
Oh, do I know that person?
He was he
I
was
do.
looking into intelligent animals or some sort.
Is that lass that hangs around the fishers all morning and tries to hitch a ride out to the lake? Yeah. I know of her. I think she is staying in the buried treasures. He says.
Oh, she's here.
And he points it out.
Weird, because she's supposed to be missing.
Oh, she doesn't seem missing to me. I think I saw her this morning, to be honest, down by the docks.
Oh,
but I suspect maybe she did get a ride with the fishermen. Anyway, I think she stays at the Buried Treasures Inn. It's to the very south of the village. You know, gold. What's it called when you fish for gold with a panning? Yeah, gold panning. It used to be popular around here, so that's why it's called that, I think.
Ah, well. Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, is there anything else we need? Like, have you seen any, heard any news of, like, anything weird going on? You know, any rumors in the rumor mill? Just friendly gossip?
You know, we have this Oral's Frost Maiden's Winter Night going on here.
Yeah, they say that. Yeah.
Well, I've heard, he says, that she, the Frost Maiden herself, lives on a misty isle hidden among the bergs in the sea of moving ice. It's
Fitting, really.
It's hard to imagine how one would get there or why one would want to go there. But if anybody knows where this place is, I bet is that strange whale with a boat on its back that swims in those frigid waters.
There's a boat on its back that just...
Yeah, I don't know the story about it, but I've heard that you can sort of catch the whale if you catch my drift. If you go to Angajuk's Bell, which is an old anchorage, and ring the bell there, hanging by the pier to call it. And I'm gonna spell this for you.
I actually have that in my notes. Somebody told Gareth that once already.
Yeah, there we go.
So you already knew that we could go and meet this whale?
The whale with the boat on its back? Yes, I knew that.
That's really strange. Okay.
He's been holding out on you.
I just feel like it's like a weird thing to just not bring up.
I didn't really think that you wanted to trek all the way to the Sea of Moving Ice
I
to
mean,
ring a bell and ride a whale.
a boat on it. Seems interesting. I bet she would love it.
Oh, Alexa.
Right, exactly. I told you.
Yeah, she would love it. She would absolutely love it. It's fascinating, she says. I need to make a drawing.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Yes.
she would. Not to mention, you would have the biggest fish story ever fished.
Oh, whales are not fish.
Yeah, and dogs aren't people. All right.
Got a point.
Anyway, if
it would
that
be
was all,
this big, way bigger than Gareth.
Way bigger.
I think it sounds fishy.
They're not fish. Family.
Sounds mammally. What? Oh my gosh.
I mean, hey, happens. Well, interesting.
If that was all, we have to close. Early today, I'm afraid.
Unfortunate. You
It seems like the speaker has run off again. We have to go and arrange some sort of search for him.
All right. Well, good luck.
The speaker's missing again.
You should be careful. Speakers have a tendency to end up murdered.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
We're just
Twice?
saying, our experience in the 10 towns, the speaker is probably the most dangerous job anyone could have.
Oh really? Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, Shalescar, he twice in the past month here, we've had to mount search parties. We found him wandering the frozen shores of the river here in heavy furs, and he doesn't appear to remember how he got there. But then Durham came along, and they seem to get along splendidly. And dwarfs, they like to hang out together apparently.
Oh, he was getting drunk.
Oh, Durham, sure.
No, the was probably getting drunk and.
Oh no, he doesn't drink much. Not at all. But Durham, I'll say, drained all 5 taverns.
I believe it.
But yet, he and Shellscar got along quite nicely. So I guess with Dorm gone, he's gone running off again. So if you excuse me,
Well,
I'm sure it's nothing we can't handle. By the way.
good. You know, Durham's back, but
Oh no, he stayed in Targos.
He's in Targos.
Yeah, but he is on his way back. I suppose.
he's on his way back. He'll be back soon. I don't actually know. We didn't talk about it.
Oh, excellent news. No, he told you he was staying for the night in Targos and then coming over.
All right. So then tomorrow.
Yep. You find yourself out on the street again. And by the way, them saying that they can handle it is me saying that this is a quest that is beneath you.
Oh.
Well, on our way to the buried treasures, we'll keep an eye out for Shellscar anyway.
Yep. Well, as you come down here to the sort of the last row of buildings, you do see some people down here on the river, sort of just going up along this way here, apparently searching for him. But you don't see him. Instead, you end up in the buried treasures. It looks almost abandoned as you go up there. But it is open, the door is open, and you step into a relatively warm hall. Like a foyer type deal. There's nobody there, though. But there are some comfortable chairs. You sit down and you have a chat. And a few minutes later, a middle-aged woman comes in with an apron. And she goes, "Oh, I didn't hear you come in. I'm so sorry. Cora Malfoon, at your service," she says, and bows. How can I help you fine gentleman and your pet today?
Oof.
I'm just gonna look at Alaska.
Let's just not go into that.
Do we have a description of Nas, or no? We were just given her name.
I think maybe you have a description. I don't know what she looks like.
I don't remember because there's nothing in the notes. We may have just been given her name.
Well.
Yeah, you probably were just given her name then. But that reminds me, I should fix up a handout for her.
So I'll just say we're looking for a someone who may be staying here. At least we were told she would be staying here, possibly. Nas Latimer.
Nas Lantomir. Yes. She says she is staying here. She's the only guest currently, unless, of course, you wish to partake in the establishment's humble things. She seems really eager to please this lady.
Is Cora a dwarf as well?
No, she's a human.
Human.
Cora Malfoon. Yes, I'm so sorry. It's just me here now. My son, you see. Uh, uh, who are war? He used to help out with the chores until about 2 months ago. But he's not here anymore. So it's just me now.
Not to pry, but did something happen to your son, or did he just leave?
Oh, no. He joined one of the search parties for Shalescar. Yeah, he went missing during a blizzard one afternoon. Shalescar did. The speaker was, however, brought back safely. But my son got separated, I'm afraid, from the others and didn't find his way home until the following morning. And he had a frostbite and could barely walk when he came home. And then, he was a bit changed by that, I think. He was always the nicest boy, so helpful, and we ran this place together. But I think something happened to him out in that storm. I found this strange black ice shard in his room. But anyway, he snatched it away and he threatened me, actually, if I were to touch it again. And then the next day after that, 2 tieflings arrived. No offense at all meant to you, good Sir Samore.
But none taken.
I'm sure it was just, an accident or happenstance. The tieflings wore amulets that looked like my dear son's amulet as well, and they just basically they talked to him, and he told me that he was going to go with them and that he left willingly and that he would never return, and I haven't seen him since. I miss him terribly. Hope he's still alive. The only other thing I know is that one of them tieflings mentioned a castle somewhere. I don't know where that might be, although there's only 2 castles that I know of in 10 towns. There's the one in Caer Dineval and the ruined one in Caer Konig. Anyway, here I am babbling on. How can I help you fellows? Do you need a room? Food? Something to drink? Oh, what am I thinking? And she goes off and gets you guys tea. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have tea.
Well, thank you.
So obviously, some more, your ears perk up a little bit because in Caer Dineval is where you met with the Black Swords. Right. And they have amulets like that. You remember the amulet, I'm sure?
Sure, I remember.
Here we go.
Oh, right. That's right.
While she's going to get the tea, I'll look at Zamor and say, "Black ice shard."
Yeah. That's like the Chardelins.
That's what it sounds like.
The stuff is popping up all over the place. Black swords are looking for it as well.
Everyone's looking for it, I believe.
We don't think that the black swords have anything to do with Beauregard.
At the town meeting, what's his face? Cadroth, who was speaking for Crannock from Caer Dineval. You remember Cadroth, the red tiefling?
Right, yeah, don't like him either.
He seemed to be very keen on the idea that you guys should investigate the Duergar.
Right. He has something to do with the black.
Mm-hmm.
He also had one of them amulets, and in fact, you remember way back when, in Bryn Shander, there's this dwarf with a frostbite running a soup kitchen. He also has one of those amulets. And then you remember, there's a lady in East Haven who works as a clerk for Daneth, Waylon, and she also has one of those amulets. You saw her briefly just going out as you went into the town hall a long time ago.
Well, Zamor wouldn't have met the guy running the soup kitchen. That would have been.
That's right. Yeah. No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
You guys would tell me. Step up.
Yes.
All these
seems
people.
likely.
If you brought up the black swords, I'm pretty sure Alexica would have mentioned the soup kitchen guy. I'm pretty sure Alexica mentioned the soup kitchen guy when we first met Kadroth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the soup kitchen guy was mine and Alexica's first experience with a black sword.
Mm.
I've never even met Soup Kitchen Guy.
Nope.
She comes back with the tea, and she says, rooms then? I'm sure, or dinner. I'm sure Nass Lantomir, she's such a nice, lovely lass, is Nass. I'm sure she will be back soon. I'm sure the boats are on their way back. She seems to have taken an interest in fishing. I don't know quite what she's up to be honest. I don't pry.
Maybe we should.
Sure.
So you have dinner. Somebody can roll some insight here, if you're trained.
I am not. An insight? No.
I am.
Yeah, I knew it.
And I rolled okay.
Yeah, first roll of the evening. I always used to say, by the way, that as soon as you start rolling dice as a player, you've already lost. Anyway, you are served dinner, and it's very nicely laid out, but it's not that much food. And Cora is quite skinny, and you suddenly have a feeling that she is having serious trouble financially. She's not making ends meet, but she seems to be so eager to, the food is great, it's really tasty, but there could have been more. And, the porcelain, the plates, they are super nice. Probably were really expensive back in the day, but there's, you know, little cracks in them, and yeah, she's probably having some trouble. And as you eat this lovely but not that filling meal, the door opens, and in steps Nas Lantamir.
That's ending still. We found her.
Hello, Cora, she says. She's a young woman, clad in way too much clothing. And she has, her nose is red. Like she's been just that little bit too long out in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
She comes in, stomps the snow off her boots, and goes, "Hey, Cora, I'm back." And then she sees you, and she looks at you quizzically, and then she says, "Oh, visitors! How pleasant!" And she goes up to you, and she stretches her hand out and says, "I am Nas Lantamir, at your service."
Hello, I am Gareth.
Some more.
A pleasure to meet you. Pleasure. Oh, you're eating. That's very nice. I am famished, Cora. I'm famished. We need food. Can I sit here with you? She asks.
Certainly.
And she says she takes her hood down and she sits down and gets served food as well. So, what brings you to Bremen, Gareth?
Well, we came here. There was a rumor of a lake monster.
Oh, yes. There is a rumor of a lake monster. And I think it's not really a monster as such. I have a theory, you see, that it is a intelligent beast. So I have actually been out on the lake this very day and many previous days, trying to see this creature. I want to figure out. I want to maybe talk to it, and find out why it's intelligent. I mean, it's not something. I mean, why are you intelligent? That's not something you ask people, right? Is it? But get to know it and figure it out.
Are you talking about
science.
The whale? Big whale?
Oh, no, it's not a whale. Whales, she says, whales live in salty water. I'm afraid the lake here is quite the sweet water area. So it's something else for sure. But I haven't had much luck with it. But I've heard rumors of other creatures like this as well around the 10 towns. You look like the traveled sort. Maybe you know something of this.
Around a bit.
Other sea creatures or other intelligent beasts?
Intelligent beasts, yes. This is my area that I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, I believe we ran across a pair of intelligent wolves, didn't we?
Yes. But we were made, we're told that type of white wolf is known to be that level of. On the other hand, though, the mammoth that we found was the mammoth.
A mammoth, you say?
Yeah, we ran into a mammoth though. It only talked to us for a minute. Had to kill it, but it was very mad.
You had to kill it, did you?
Well, we didn't. I mean, we might not have had to, but it was killing us, so it's not.
I mean, I can. Don't get me wrong, she says. I understand circumstance. Yes, indeed. If you wouldn't believe the story of how I ended up where I am and investigating this stuff. So yeah, that's for sure.
Alexica.
Yeah. I can imagine it's too bad that she had to go on her luxury cruise just now, isn't it?
Okay.
We have this intelligent beast as well.
Oh.
Oh, me?
no, Alexica.
Oh.
Oh, intriguing, Nassus. But I believe you are of a species of intelligent cougar. No, not cougar. What are they called? Yeah, cougar.
Mountain lion?
No, yeah, not cougars. She's not a mountain lion. What is she?
She's Fey Corgi.
Corgi, that's it. From the Fey realm, Nassus. I've heard of you lot. What brings you to? And then they go off and they talk for like hours. Okay. They seem to really get along, to be honest.
I can imagine that.
Yeah. So they basically are in their little bubble. So if you guys want to talk, Nas won't necessarily hear it.
Yeah. So I guess the only question that I have for Zamur is, Valine. I don't know if we should tell her Valine is looking for her. Valine offered us payment for information on her whereabouts. So.
Well, we could. He didn't say we had to be secret about trying to find her.
Well, I don't know that. No, that's true.
He didn't say, "Hey, don't let her know I'm looking for." Don't think that. But granted, if we bring this up to her, she might not want to talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Could just call them on their phone, their scry phone.
Who's got the scroll? Alexica, right? Because Viskin did have it, but
I think Alexica has it. But if it's in one of you guys' inventory, then it's there. But
yeah, Alexica has it.
Yeah.
The task was just to find her, and we did that. You don't have to talk her into going home.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Is we were just told to relay information,
right,
as to where she is, information of her, right?
Yeah.
So, but remember, Durham said he thought she was running from something.
Yeah.
She could be running from Valine.
Hmm.
Although Durham was pretty sure it was a man that she was running from, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Maybe we ask her Ness.
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything to you. I was saying stuff to him.
Oh,
we
sorry.
were just talking about you behind your back.
Oh, excellent. She goes on talking to Alexica.
Like you said, good. Empty out at least just.
I mean, if she is on the run from Valine, we don't have to give up her whereabouts.
It's true. But we could ask her about what she wants to do.
Right.
But we could ask her without telling her that we're supposed to. We could ask her if she knows Valine. We don't have to tell her that we were sent here.
Oh, I mean, she did say that there was a very strange story as to how she got where she is. We could always ask her what that story is and see what we can figure out from there.
Yes. Do that.
Oh, Alexica, if we can tear you away from your new best friend.
I guess if you have to. So what do you ask her?
So,
Just, you said you had a story that you said we probably wouldn't believe. What brought you to where you are?
it wasn't, squid aliens, was it?
No. Nobody would believe that story.
Yeah.
That's outrageous. Yeah. Story. Well, you know, here I am blabbering my mouth. It's kind of a personal. Well, you can roll insight some more.
Oh. It can't. That, great.
Well, you know, I had this. I'm a wizard, okay?
Right.
Right. And but I'm not that good. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah, but you know, I'm young. I've just started out. You know, it's a lot of reading. And I had this master, quite an evil master, in my mind, and so I ran away.
You ran away, what, to pursue your own interests, or?
And yes, and so then I met this intelligent beaver.
Beaver?
Mm-hmm. It came into my camp one night, and we had a long chat.
You didn't have like mushroom soup, did you?
No.
Wild mushrooms. They have an effect.
Oh, okay. You think I'm crazy, eh? Hmm?
No.
Well, you met a mammoth. It talked to you.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, anyway, this beaver didn't want to tell me how it was that it was talking to me, and it was very strange, of course, as you can imagine. And then I heard rumors when I was in Targos. I heard rumors about something in Lonelywood and something in Bremen. And so I went to Bremen, and there's these rumors that there's a sea monster. You know, that's ridiculous, right? It has to be another one of these intelligent creatures. And then you guys waltz in here. I'm very intrigued by you lot, by the way. And talk about a mammoth that is intelligent. And also, incidentally, I don't know if you... Alexica here says that she has met some dogs or wolves, like normal wolves, that she also can talk to. And that doesn't sound normal.
Well, yes, but the dogs couldn't talk to us. She was able to speak to them.
She speaks dog. That's different.
But it could be that those dogs just didn't want to talk to you, she says.
I suppose that's possible.
Yeah, sure.
I don't blame them, Alexica says.
So you had an evil master, you saying?
Well, we had disagreements anyway. I mean, evil is such a definitive term, isn't it? But, you know, we had disagreements. To be honest, I don't really feel comfortable talking about it. I'm sure she's forgotten all about me by now.
Well, do you live in the area?
We were in the area when this all occurred, so last I saw her, she was here, but on the other hand, she doesn't live here. I wouldn't say no. She lives in Luskin.
Oh, okay. That's a ways away.
Yeah, I used to live in Luskin. I'm from there.
Interesting. But so do you think you're safe here?
Yes, she says and looks at you.
Well,
Shouldn't I be?
Like, you don't think that person would like send somebody out here to find you? Would you?
You can insight again.
I mean,
Decidedly uncomfortable with the line of questioning.
well, I'm sorry.
Well, you know, why would she have any reason to do that? I mean, I'm just an apprentice.
Okay, I just want to make sure you think you're safe. You said you're hiding from somebody. I don't want you to.
I wouldn't say I'm hiding as such. I'm just choosing not to be where she is.
Okay.
But I mean,
but
I'm not hiding. If I were on the run, I would have legged it back south, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. Is you don't think she's sending somebody after you?
No, I don't think so. No,
Okay.
No way.
That's good.
But no reason to do that.
That's good. So then you think you're safe here?
Anyway, so what are you lot doing here? It's not just me. You know, we need to talk about you. What are you doing in Bremen?
Well, information about some Duragar. Have you heard of any Duragar in the area?
Why don't you roll a lying thing?
Deception? I can roll deception.
That's it. You know what, she says. I have heard of some Duragar. But not here, though. Not here. But Dorum, a dwarf came here a while ago called Dorum, and he had some run-ins with them, apparently, outside of Targos. Well, I'm not sure it was him personally. But, yeah. That's very strange, isn't it? As far as I know, Duragar normally keep to the Underdark. But then again, Corgis normally keep to the Fae. Who am I to say where people can and can't go?
Well, right. They have been spotted fairly recently above ground. Attacking pathgoers.
Pathgoers.
People on the path. No.
Oh. That sounds decidedly unsafe. So, I was under the impression here, because you ran into that mammoth, that maybe you were on a similar sort of mission that I am on to try and figure out how these creatures become intelligent. But anyway, you do seem to run into them a lot, these intelligent creatures.
Yes. Let's just say we have an uncanny knack for getting ourselves into situations.
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right, Zamor. Maybe I should leave Bremen. Maybe you guys need a traveling companion. Wizard? And she has flame in her hand.
I can't make it appear. I have this cool bell.
What have you been able to find out anything about this lake monster that's here? Have you seen it? Have you met anyone that has seen it?
So,
I mean, we were told the town was basically being terrorized by it, but this town doesn't seem too terrorized.
no, I wouldn't say we're the. As far as I know, right? This creature hasn't harmed anyone. But tomorrow, I've arranged to go out with Grinsk. And he says that he's actually seen this monster. Well, he doesn't. He says that he was attacked by this thing, but actually, to me it sounds like they were just competing for the same fish. So he's gonna take me tomorrow to the place where he saw it, and hopefully that'll yield some results. You can come with me if you want to. It said that.
I know Alexica was eager to get to Lonelywood tomorrow, but
how about this? She says. We go out and have a little look for this monster in the morning. And then we can ask Grinsk to take us as close to Lonelywood as we can come on the lake. You know, that would be much faster than traveling over land, I would reckon.
Yes, that would be faster.
So,
what do you say, Alexica? Alexica.
I agree.
You get to say what she says.
I did. Alexica.
Yeah. Okay. You get to interpret what that means.
I think her little tail is wagging. I think she agrees.
Yeah. So, how does that sound?
That sounds fantastic.
Yep. As long as your fisherman is okay with it, I'm fine with it.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine with it. He's grumpy as anything, but you know, he's a good sort underneath all that grump and all that beard that he has. Okay, well, it's a done deal then, she says, and again, her hand comes out. And I'm sure somebody shakes her hand. How exciting! It's like I'm an adventurer, she says.
I'm sure Alexica just slaps her paw right in that hand and gives her a good old hearty handshake.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. Alright, so with that, and with Bully being a little bit tired, maybe we should round things off for today.
Sure.
Alright, cool. So, I don't know if we're raiding anybody.
I have some transcription to do later.
Ooh.
Just a little bit.
Let's see.
Well, we did 4 rolls today.
Yeah.
I did all.
You did you? Yeah, you did. Yep. Gareth doesn't need rolls.
Well, normally we don't even do the whole raid thing. But anyway, check out the links. You can check out the links.
Yeah, check out the link here. I'll hit the button. There's the link button. Check them out. I'm trying to see who's there. Six Sides is playing BattleTech tonight.
All right.
Trying to find somebody doing D&D.
Belt.
Yeah, that's what it says. Where is it? Friday Night BattleTech.
I'm gonna have to show my age here. What the hell is BattleTech?
BattleTech is
Interesting.
like a strategy war game with mechs. It's actually have some BattleTech here.
I'm like, don't you play BattleTech?
I have some BattleTech here.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
They're Chinese mechs.
Yeah, little
Cool.
tiny mechs.
You know what? I think I've heard of it, and they made a computer game out of it. Yeah. I've seen those for sure. I've seen people play with them as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we could go over there for kicks. See what you guys think. But there, we'll start the raid. They'll give us our countdown. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming out.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for
Thanks
coming
for
out,
hanging.
and we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
And you have something on Wednesday, I'm sure.
probably, more than likely.
Yeah, it's just me and Tree playing
Oh
a solo game.
Oh yeah.
You're doing an interesting, solo. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right.
All right,
See you guys
we're hitting
later.
the button.
Bye.
Catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, they're actually playing BattleTech.